So the novel coronavirus has a lot of organizations suddenly rethinking about their remote work policy or thinking about one for the first time. So one of the things that you're already struggling with every day is how do you keep your people productive and engaged? And what does that look like suddenly when they're not in the office anymore? I love a statement from the venture capitalist Ben Horowitz that says, your culture is how people behave when no one is looking. And of course, when people are working remotely, no one is looking. So what are the additional issues you need to be thinking about on top of day-to-day issues? Well, according to one survey of 1,800 remote workers, 22% of employees reported feeling lonely. 22% of them found it more difficult to collaborate with their team. And 16% were prone to more distractions at home, just day-to-day around their house. So the question is, as you develop a more remote workforce, what are the behaviors and policies that need to change in order for you to better manage your workforce in that way? What do you need to reward and promote? So rather than just issuing an edict that we're all going to work from home now, the question is, what communication plan do you have for your employees? What can they expect from the organization? What things are going to change? And what is going to stay the same day to day? How are you going to keep them connected to the cause more if they're not in the office as much? What daily or regular touch points are you going to set up for your team? Not only so people can talk about what they're working on, what they need help getting out of their way, but also, are there social interactions too? If people are feeling lonely, there's this whole thing that if you don't figure out ways to fill that void, they might fill it on your watch. Surveys are an increasingly invaluable thing that organizations should be doing. And especially in a remote work environment where things are changing, where also you have to think about the stresses and uncertainties that are coming with result of this pandemic. At this point in time, the more regularly you are getting feedback from your employees on how they're doing, the better you can be proactive rather than reactive. We propose to help you with these three things to best communicate your culture in a remote work environment, to help you figure out how you best daily and regularly help your employees feel like they stay connected to the mission. And third and finally, surveys and interviews are a great way to make sure that you're collecting regular feedback and really staying on top of this issue.